Live? Oh, okay. Um, Hi everyone. Welcome to Sprint 4 of the Encounter Diagnosis. And so this is the first time we're doing a kickoff call separate from the retrospective. So just to be clear on what we are going to do, this is just to prepare us for this sprint, just to clear out what we need to know, iron out anything that anyone feels like they need, that like they don't have in order to proceed with their tasks for this sprint, and maybe also iron out any other concerns that you guys have, and also maybe get a better understanding of the tasks that we are to be tackling during this sprint. So straight away we are short on time, so I'll open the floor. Does anyone have an outstanding issue in regards to this sprint already? Kelechi, I will ask you to. You're the sprint lead, and the board. You had mentioned that you're having issues with the board. You can maybe elaborate on that.
Okay, yeah. So we've been having this issue. It's a little issue though. The administration privileges. Now the issue is that we've created a sprint board, and then we've tried to add the parent task to the board as the backlog. Then the link for creating a sprint out of it is disabled. So can't create a sprint out of the board, and that is the issue we're having.
Okay.
Succeeded in tagging or labeling the tasks, the subtasks, so that it could be properly filtered. And then we've had a filter for it. So what's remaining is to create a sprint out of it, and that is the issue. Right now, I've sent an email to the technical team lead, Daniel.
Okay.
And we are expecting a reply from him as to
Okay. So I would like to ask the former sprint leads. Have you run into this issue before, and how did you resolve it? Was it Daniel resolving it, or you did so yourself, or there was someone else you had to reach out to sort this out? Arthur, Shagun.
Okay, mic check.
Mic check.
So Kelechi, you've mentioned that the button for creating a sprint is disabled on your end.
Yes, that's the case.
Okay, I've seen the board you've created, and I can actually create a sprint because on my end the button is enabled.
Okay.
So I don't know, maybe we could have a sync after this and finish up the board.
All right, that would be nice. That would be very fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much. So we'll have a sync right after this call.
Okay.
Okay, great. So I guess that will sort that out. The floor is still open. Is there any other thing that anyone wants to iron out? Isaiah? Nothing?
Nothing.
Cecilia?
Nothing for now.
Shagun?
I'm good. Yes.
Arthur? Mic check.
Mic check. Mic check.
Yes. Nothing.
So okay, going through the wiki guide for how to have a sprint.
Okay.
We're supposed to review the objectives of the sprint. Okay, so according to you guys, what do you think we should do? Because personally, I'm thinking that we should really be able to finish the remaining tasks on the board. For me, it's been dragged on for way too long.
Plus, on that, we should try as much as possible to finish up this as fast as possible so that we can move on to other things.
Okay. Um, yeah, and I agree with you guys. This I'm sure most of us had the impression that this would take a shorter time, but given that we're all new to all of this, the learning curve is also a steep one, and this has eventually taken a lot. But we have just a few more tasks. Actually, just one task that is, I believe, one task that is not yet um, in progress, but most of the rest are already in progress. So I believe all of you have tasks from tasks you are working on from the previous sprint, right? Does anyone not have a task? No one? Okay, good. So the objective for everyone, I guess, here would be to push as hard as they can to finish their task. And these are few tasks, but like Daniel said yesterday, they are not very obvious tasks, and some of them are with a very high complexity, and it's actually a series of tasks bundled into one. So I would recommend that um, reach out a lot. And at some point from the previous meet, I felt like a lot of our tasks had similar elements. And before you reach out to Daniel, reach out to everyone else in the team and reach out to whoever you can, and also reach out to Daniel and also push Daniel because like you said, he also gets busy and you need to push and remind him. You send him a comment and he has not responded, maybe email him after an hour. If he has not responded, email him, like just bug him and so that we can finish this. I'm also looking forward to finishing this and I hope we actually can finish this in the coming within this sprint, hopefully, so we can move on to something new. Um, the other objective, I think, is tracking back to our retrospective. There are things that we listed out as outstanding from the previous sprint. So I think we should add that to our one of our objectives. Collaboration, reviews. I just hope that we work together and we can you know uh, help ourselves accomplish way more rather than working distributed and alone. So everything that we talked about yesterday, for those who didn't attend the retrospective, you can watch the recording. So for every challenge that we talked about yesterday, let's make it our objective to try to work on that, and so that we can have a much better sprint than the next one. um yeah, does anyone have anything to add? No one?
Nothing for me.
So, adding to the objectives,
Yes.
um, I believe our objectives should be to finish the sprint, finish this feature during this sprint. However, that might be challenging, but I think that's what makes it worth the effort to try to finish this ticket, do this so more than we have done in sprints, because I think now I think the remaining tickets seem to be quite similar for like implementing the condition service in different modules. I think you're probably doing it in the core apps, while I'm doing in the EMR API. Cecilia is doing something similar in the or under the diagnosis service instead of condition service. So I think there's probably a larger surface area of overlap. And though the tasks are a bit quite complex, you can leverage each other's knowledge or experiences sections can be up to speed, and I think that is going to help us um, move faster during this period. So yeah, more collaboration on that front, and to ensure that we finish the whole ticket during this sprint. That's all for me.
All right, thanks, Shagun. Anyone else with something to add? No one? Okay, so I'm just going to move on. So this is just a check. Does everyone know? Does everyone know where to find the task? For those who, in case you don't have a task or in case your task is done, do we all know where to find the task?
We don't know because we don't have a board right now.
Okay, so what's going to happen is Arthur and Kelechi are going to link up and they're going to create the board. Hopefully we can have it in 30 an hour. How long do you need
About
to
an
do
hour.
this?
About an hour.
About an hour. Have you
Yeah.
posted the announcement?
Yes, I've posted the announcement. I will edit it too. I will
Okay,
edit
so
board.
you'll edit that and add the link to the board
Yeah, and also
and
the wiki.
and also the wiki, and also share that with us on the private group that we have.
Yes, I'll share it in the
or
mail.
or mail, yeah, or mail can also work, yeah, with Daniel as well, so everyone will know where to update from and where to get tasks for those who don't have tasks
Exactly.
again. And for those who understand their tasks fully, if you find that your task is very big, you could break it down. I've been told, I learned today that that's an option, and you can break it down if you understand your task well enough to break it down and talk to Kelechi. Kelechi is a sprint lead and in charge of the board, to see how to help navigate that. So the week will go on as we've been doing, the stand-ups as usual, IRC, and or you can join in via Telegram, 5:30 East African time. So all the other guys you can gauge, you can get the time of that. Um, we all know the format for stand-ups. I will
Yes.
ass- I will
Yes.
assume we do. So there's no one new here, so I'll just assume you know the format and everything. And um, we all know the tools that we have at our disposal. There's Talk. If you have an issue, you can post it on Talk or IRC as well. Or for those of you with personal access to everyone, any other person on the team, you can just reach out directly. You can also reach out maybe via mail or any other tool. So all this is just to help you help you have everything you need and help you accomplish your tasks um, faster. So yeah, I think I think that is it. Unless someone else has something or feels like something is lacking or they want to say a word or two, you can come up now. No one? Okay, I will assume that everyone is good to go and you know what's going to happen after this. And I'd just like to say happy sprint and good luck to all of us. I hope we can make good progress this sprint.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's it, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.